Eliminator tournament. First time women have had to fight and then come back to fight later on.
Well, I'm really looking forward to this. I definitely, myself, would love to fight in a tournament situation. I think we're going to see some good mat work, some good jiu-jitsu, some good submissions. I'm hoping that they make a good showing and show the cross-training involved in this sport. You need to be able to stand and fight on the ground.
Becky Levi, again, much bigger than some of the women that will fight tonight, but cannot find an opponent right now that could face her. We'll talk more about that as the match goes on. Let's introduce one of our first opponents here.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready to see the ladies? First, from Sarnia, Ontario, weighing in at 135 pounds, standing 5 feet 4 inches tall. She's a Taekwondo and boxing expert. Ladies and gentlemen, Jamie Rogers!
Jamie Rogers from Ontario. She is Chippewa Indian, 24 years old, 5'3.5", 132 pounds, Taekwondo and boxing. Boxing for the past year and a half, 4 years of Taekwondo. Is her first no-rules fight. Loves the hook kicks and submission holds when she has her opponent on the ground. Works mostly against men in her practice round, so she knows what to do when she gets inside the cage.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, standing 5 feet 3 inches tall, weighing in at 140 pounds. She is a Brazilian jiu-jitsu expert from Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. Ladies and gentlemen, Angela Boom Boom Clark!
Angela Boom Boom Clark. Her middle name is Gracie. She is from Brazil, São Paulo, California.
The man in the middle when the heat is on is Jeff
She's
Collins.
a former professional surfer. She did that for 15 years and now has entered the IFC. She's now a silk screen printer. And as you size these two women up, Becky, what do you see?
Well, I see that the boxer is going to be taken down to the ground by the jiu-jitsu specialist. So I think she's going to have to hit her up top and maybe knock Angela down. I see it going to the ground quick.
All right. Becky Levi, our first ever IFC champion, sizing up the action. Joe, you've had a chance to talk to both of these women. What do you expect here tonight?
Well, I think Angela definitely has a major advantage. I'm certain she's going to come in with probably a lead-off punch and take Jamie right to the ground. It'll be, I don't know, I wouldn't say a short match. What's interesting here is neither of these girls know a thing about the other, and that creates a tremendous amount of anticipation for myself.
Jamie Rogers, who attends law and security school at one time, now in business school in computer programming, taught by Barry Lampert in Ontario. First trip ever to the United States out of Canada. Her opponent, Angela Gracie Clark, known as Boom Boom, out of Brazil. She now lives in São Paulo, California. Again, there is Becky Levi, our first ever IFC champion, ringside with us, along with Howard Petzler of the IFCs. He's looking on, engrossed in the competition going on inside the cage. Jeff Collins, our referee for this first ever women's eliminator bout. And Becky, as you size both these women up, does it behoove a woman to make the first move in a fight like this?
Oh, definitely. I mean, I feel, I'm very aggressive. I'm looking for Angela to get after her right from the start. I think this is going to be exciting.
Jeff Collins says, let's play. And believe me, there will be no play. As Angela goes right to the right and takes Jamie Rogers down. She mounts her and her glove has come off. One of the gloves has come off.
Just as I said, she come in with a punch, take her to the ground.
Jamie continues with the elbows, the rights to Jamie Rogers. Angela Clark, 30 seconds trying to end this fight quickly. Jamie Rogers didn't know what hit her. It happened so fast. Right now, looking for the choke hold.
That's it.
It's all over. 36 seconds into this fight. Angela Clark has notched her first IFC victory.
Hey, she was aggressive. She came after her. She looked to put the leg in to look for the chokehold. She was pounding. It was called ground and pound tonight. I was excited to see that match. That's excellent.
All right, let's go to the official word from our ring announcer, Alexander Laurent.
At 36 seconds, ladies and gentlemen, from Rio de Janeiro, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu champion, Angela Boom Boom Clark!
Always great to see the competitors embrace after the fight. You think that they hate each other, but they are just sportsmen. They like the competition.
Right, this was a match where you just went right directly to it. You just went right at her.
Yeah, that's what I do the best. I was pretty confident about this event, and I trained pretty hard, and everything came true for me.
What was your game plan going in? What was the game plan? Had you seen her fight before? Did you know what to expect on this one?
No, I never saw her fight before. I was just gonna do my ground fighting, you know. I thought she's kickboxing. I was just gonna take her to the ground and finish with some submission hold. But I guess I went a little bit extreme.
You got it done. Congratulations. We'll see you in a little bit. Ladies and gentlemen, Angela Boom Boom Clark!
Angela Clark, our first female winner in the elimination tournament, and Becky had a chance to watch this cage side. What'd you think about what you saw inside for that first fight?
Yeah, I thought it was a great fight. I had a chance to talk to her and sit down with her, and I'll tell you what, she's an aggressive person. I saw it in her eyes, and she's out to win this tournament.
Let's take a look at the replay. I want you to describe it. Here again is a former professional surfer. A surfer in the ring.
Oh, she's looking to take her down. She gets her on the mat. You know, I talked to her today. She said she was looking to throw a leg in, looking to pound her head in. I was hoping she'd get the submission hold here, but, you know, she ended up getting out of it. She's just an aggressive, tough fighter. Bottom
Looked like
line.
Jamie had gotten out of it at that point, but keep in mind, then she goes for the chokehold moments
right
later.
Here. Right here, she's looking for the naked choke, going to throw the leg in. She didn't even have the opportunity to throw the leg in when she was tapping.
So, Becky Levi alongside Ned Smith and Joe Louis Jr. And Joe, you got to be happy with what you saw in the competition that first fight.
Jamie's too pretty to be hit in the face, but it pretty much happened the way I predicted. I think she'd come in with a punch, take it to the ground. It was pretty predictable. I don't like to advertise in advance to spoil the audience so they can't break down their anticipation. Some men like to see women fight. You know, I like to see them fight. I like to see good technique as long as there's no blood.
All right, let's go to our second women's eliminator tournament fight.